I have no idea what the hell is happening in chat, but neither do I overly care, quite frankly. Anyway, today's game will be on Kletskeh. On Xerath, and honestly, as soon as I saw this, it's like, I actually don't disagree with this. Only thing, you'll have to see what happens. Barrier? Generally, because you don't want to be in range in order to use Ignite. And also saves your face from being ganked if you overextend sometimes. I wish to stress again as to what the requirements are for a replay to be analysed. It's generally I give priority to people who haven't had one done before, and also if it's interesting. I prefer things to be ranked, and so if you could kindly state what exactly the game mode is, right? Along with sort of, I prefer ranked games. I prefer technically a game will be better either if you fail horribly because you'd lose more, but not always. Well, you understand what I mean. There's no point sending me a game where you crush everybody else because they're retarded because you don't learn anything. So moving on to the replay. As for this matchup, I don't know. You're both long-range fucktards who don't actually want to do anything with each other. Malzahar might have the advantage, purely because 6 that he locks you down and you can't do anything about it. But it's both. Let's just have you outrange him eventually, and he probably isn't very used to that. Let's just see how good his maneuvering is, because right now he doesn't really seem to know how to balance a wave properly. This is hilarious to see Malzahar get pushed to his turret. I applaud you very much for it. No Swain syndrome for you. So not a great deal happening right now, besides your mana being tanked. Which I guess was something that would always happen early game, because he gets refunds and you don't. So an attempt at a gank was made, but I guess you didn't really have the mana to follow up with it, I guess. You might have done. This is the problem when you play two long-range mages, because neither of you really wants to hit the other person, except just farm to infinity and back. You're now out of mana, and so you staying here is just benefits him. Like, at this point, some people might be screaming, where's my fucking jungler? Malzahar should not be able to do this. Correct! But on the other hand, if your jungler did come, what the fuck would happen? Right? You would die. Because you have no mana and you have no health. So you've been forced to go back, and therefore minor victory for him, really. Although you could argue UCS better. But he has the experience advantage. So you're going to go for Thieves and Holy Grail, is what I assume you're going to go for. I'd have a problem with that. In fact, it's probably the better idea if you just intend to farm, but I would... You're at 7 now, when you're not... and I would expect you to be poking him more. But we'll see. You're finally free to use your blue buff, and just endlessly smash things in his face. He's going for a Haunting Guise, which is strange, if I'm honest. You have no wards. Flash ult, that well-known Malzahar combo of F and R. Honestly, you didn't need to back, is my honest assessment. You easily could have stayed behind your turret and dodged the Q. Because he's already used his flash, you know he has no R to pin you in place, and short of getting AIDS on your face, well, yeah, you were probably safe, but small things aside. Where's this blue buff? It's run out. Or did he die or something? No, just hasn't got one. So why you're not abusing him, the fact he has no mana and no ult at this point in time, I don't understand. Also, you have no wards. Olaf, please, what the fuck was that? He's like saying, he's just like, ah, oh dear, I'll just run under the turret. Like, he's the best of intentions. If I do this, you'll get the kill, right? I don't want to take it because I want to give it to you. Unfortunately, he died. Also, now he's out CSing you. And you still have no wards, and you're trying to build a Haunting Guise now, I take it. Which is not something I necessarily agree with. Rushing Athenes was probably your best bet. But this mana control on both sides, or like I call mana manipulation, isn't exactly going as well as it should. Now you're tempted to do wolves and wraiths, or at least just wraiths. So there's no way you can go at this point in time. You just stop getting space age on your face. I have no idea what that was about either, but you should have left. I mean, Ping Malzahar is missing. Or has he gone back? Nope, he went to get blue, but you can't stay here. Why would you want to stop playing Warwick? Warwick the puppy. He's not wearing cross-dressing Warwick, therefore he's losing. It's a well-known fact. Hang on a moment. Let me get this straight. So he takes your turret, right? So then you leave. Even though I had a feeling that you had the advantage. You could have killed that if you had more balls about it. Oh, there we go. But, again, I was right, you could have killed him, but you had to flash for it instead, which makes me go, eh? Warwick is 1 and 4 and insists on blaming the jungler, even though it's Yorick. Yorick wins the lane. I have a feeling you could have done that better. Hang on. No, you were fucked either way. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, wards are a thing. They're just unlucky. Wow, they're running around in bands and you're not. In total, what has happened? In total, your CS not as high as it should have been. I honestly don't know why you got for Haunting Guise. I probably would have gone for Athenes. They just rushed that item first and just kept pushing, but it is Malzahar, so I guess it's more difficult than other mages where you can abuse range. But there's at least 2 instances where you could have gotten a kill but haven't gotten it. It's not obvious, it's just he did not have the mana to fight you, but you didn't abuse that fact at all. Sometimes it works against me when I realize I have no mana because I force myself out of the lane when they wouldn't have done anything at all. Because this is a prime example of that. Malzahar still stayed in the lane when he had enough to E-push, but nothing else. Death from above. That'll do. Oh, what's the damage? There are still no wards in the top jungle, only in the bottom jungle. Interesting. Very interesting. As in, why? I don't blame him for not buying wards because he's just retarded, and you can't blame retarded people for being retarded because that's just mean. But you didn't help yourself by not buying any wards. I mean, it didn't matter too much because you always shoved at your turret, but it still resided the fact you had no wards. Someone pop Ghost. Why? Oh dear. Ghost and ults, and it still didn't kill El Yorick. Meanwhile, there are 3 of you up here and you haven't got anything done. Your bot lane got demolished. Your jungler was trying to help, but generally got the wrong idea everywhere. Lols. You tried, but couldn't really do much because you had a Warwick who refused to actually play properly. Also, Warwick. Alistair somehow Norton 6. Oh dear. Your bot lane got demolished, and you missed. Yeah, you just got run over. Could you have carried this game? Arguable. Very, very arguable. In order to be as effective as you can be on Xerath, it literally involves either farming everything in sight, or being such a malignant ass like Orianna that you just pretend their jungle doesn't exist. As soon as he eats something, you just walk up to him and then hit him with all your abilities and going, you've already used your space aids, enjoy blast in the face. If you're hideously vulnerable to ganking, but on the other hand, it is Malzahar, who is possibly known for not needing jungle assistance because lane is always pushing the wrong fucking direction. But when your bottom lane is as massacred as it is, it's hard to tell. Is Xerath really known for ganking? Well, he can, right? But when your bottom lane just dies, it goes 3-14. Nah, I'm gonna say this wasn't your fault. I mean, sure, you could have played better, but at the end of the day, everyone can play better. Nah, there's not really much I can say about this. Even if they'd easy, I don't understand how you go, like, how you die so much. It just seems an alien concept to me. Not you, but No.11. Really? Oh well. Send me another one. There's not really much I can say about this, really. Have fun.